Hey guys, what is up? My name is Stickler from Bunch Gaming, and welcome to a new episode of Down to Reality. And today's commentary is going to be about poetry. And you guys are like, why poetry? That's like the weirdest topic you could talk about. And I don't really see these kind of commentaries often. Maybe you guys do, but I definitely don't. And if you're wondering why, and I know a lot of people are wondering why, because I was talking to my friend earlier. And my friend, as we were talking, my friend was like, "When I read one of my poems," I was like, "Okay, I have no problem with that. I don't like reading, but I'll read your poem." So, as I was reading this poem, first off, yeah, as I was reading this poem, um, it struck me because it was a really good poem, and you could like sense the emotion that was put into it. It wasn't like roses are red, violets are blue. I don't know how to do this. I'm gonna take a poo. Like it wasn't like that. It was really deep, and you could tell like what they were trying to portray as in the video. I just got a text right now. It's from Marco, and which the poem is really good. I will read it. I will post it in the description so you guys could, because I probably will butcher it as I read. I'll be like fuck, and not read the words correctly. Like how you know how I am. Like freaking. I'll butcher these words like a freaking what a Filipino does. That's what we do. Anyway, the thing with poems, I'm just getting into this a little bit. I am as well as before I read this, I wasn't really into poems because I really didn't understand poems because personally I am terrible at poems, and my friend told me poetry doesn't come out from thin air, and it comes from the heart, and you can't start making poetry until you see, look, I'm butchering words. Until you could tell the truth. I probably butchered her words there too. Anyway. And as he said that, I was like, that is so true because I can't pull a poem out of my ass and go like, yeah, best poem in the world, let's go. Alright, then I'm famous and I'm rich. T-shirts. And anyway, that fun stuff. So it is, and poetry is filled with emotion, and it's really deep when you get into it. Personally, I'm not gonna go into poetry anytime soon, but reading my friend's poetry was really nice. So I had to pull up the text he sent me, and here it is. Scroll up. Yeah, my iPhone, Today I'm a fruit, attached to a perfect bunch, no scratches or bruises. Just me, that's flawed, but she's so flawless, always preferred over me. By everyone else, of course. She's chosen first, one by one. They left me alone, alone to ripen, alone to think. I wasn't chosen when I was ready, when I looked ripe. They waited and waited, till I was perfect, up to their standards. Time passed, I guess I wasn't good enough. I guess it's because I wasn't her. Because if this was her, they wouldn't have forgotten about her, like they forgot about me. They left me alone, alone to rot, alone to feel conscious about my bruises. Finally, I'm chosen, but I am not admired the way she was. By now, my bruises have turned me black, and no one takes the time to look past my rough exterior to give me a chance. I'm normal inside, a few flaws here and there, but otherwise I'm acceptable. Still the same on the inside as I was from the beginning, except better than sweet, because I've learned from the past not to make the same mistakes that got me the bruises and flaws in the first place, but no one would ever know because they threw me in the trash without ever opening the peel. And that's my friend's poem. And as I was reading this, you could sense the emotion that got into this. Like the emotions were like loneliness, someone above you, and you just can't get past them because they're so perfect, and you think you're flawed, but everyone likes that person better than you, no matter what, because the quote unquote flaws that you have, and it's about their standards, not your standards. There, which is really changed, like people's standards of because whatever was perfect to another person may not be perfect to you, and that part really hit me, and it's like obviously in this poem's like, oh, I have like the person has flaws, and this one person, you're in a group of friends, for example, and this one perfect person who's like always getting crushed on and all that stuff, and you're right there like, why not me? Is it because of this and that, and they're chosen, and you're just out there sitting in the dust, and they all ditch you, and you're like, why are they ditching me? What is wrong with me? And it is true, it does happen in life. And by the end of the poem, it was like, I'm happy. You pretty much saying like, I'm happy who I am, but I'm perfect. I'm perfect, and then no one knows that because they threw me away, which means like they just ditched you, and no one knows like who you really are, and that really struck me. I was like, it's really true what my friend's trying to say in this poem. So it was really a deep poem, and it was really amazing thing to read, and I was happy I was able to read it. And I think I mentioned like when you're trying to analyze a poem, it's your analysis, whatever you want it to be, whatever you think it means, it's yours. You can't have the same one. And if I probably did cover that. So thank you to my friend who sent me the poem. All credit goes to you. I do not own any of this poem, amazing poem. So yeah. Before I sign out, please like Bunch Gaming on Facebook. Like us on, I said like us on Twitter. The fuck? Follow us on Twitter. Leave a like, leave a favorite, leave a comment. And if you guys like the poem, perhaps I could read more for you guys. And I will put the poem in the description so you guys can read it. And you guys can leave a comment on what you think the poem means, the meaning behind it, what's happening in the poem, and pretty much all that stuff. And I hope you guys really like this video. I know it's not like one of my other videos. I'm talking about girls and love and all that shit. So can't wait to post my week in perspective week 2, and it's gonna be about my week again. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I really appreciate it, and if you guys like it, please subscribe. Thank you so much. Peace out, guys.